Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher for this week has been Hafez. And today is Sunday. So on a Sunday morning, of course, we're always doing a more quiet meditation. Less talking from me and more just the few of us coming together in a place of silence and sharing a silent space together. I love reserving the silent meditations for Sunday specifically. And while today's Hafez quotes are great for leading us into silence, they really make me hopeful for humanity as well. Hey somebody, good morning. Happy Sunday morning to you. Here's why today's Hafez quotes make me really hopeful for humanity. Hafez was a Muslim Sufi who lived in Iran during the 1300s, just after the Crusades happened, when all of the Christian and Muslim world was at war with one another. And if he could see a beautiful unity in all religions back then surely we can still do that today. Here are such beautiful thoughts from Hafez. He says, "I have learned so much from God that I can no longer call myself a Christian, a Hindu, a Muslim, a Buddhist, a Jew. The truth has shared so much of itself with me that I can no longer call myself a man, a woman, an angel, or even a pure soul. Love has befriended me so completely, it has turned to ash and freed me of every concept and image my mind has ever known." He says, "I am in love with every church, every mosque, every temple, and every kind of shrine, because I know that it is there that people say the different names of the one God." And again, these thoughts written in the 1300s, when we look at the world, we see how as humans we are still struggling with the same things. It makes me hopeful that Hafez, so long ago, could see the beautiful truth in all the world's religions. Hafez extends the thought of finding the same God in the holy places of every religion. He extends that to the possibility of seeing God in everything and everyone. Hey Linda, good morning. Beautiful seeing you. Happy Sunday. Hafez calls this poem Beloved Everywhere. He says, "Start seeing everything as God, but keep it a secret. Become like a man who is awestruck and nourished listening to a golden nightingale sing in a beautiful foreign language while God, invisible to most, nests upon its tongue. When a dog runs up to you wagging its ecstatic tail, you lean down and whisper in its ear, 'Beloved, I am so glad you are happy to see me. Beloved, I am so glad, so very glad that you have come.'" Hafez says, everyone is God speaking. Why not be polite and listen to God? I particularly love the thought, see everything as God, but keep it a secret, which to me says, yes, develop the ability to see God in everything, but don't go around trying to convince everyone else to see things your way. Allow people to show up just as they are, and make it your job to see them as God. The last thought for today from Hafez is, a day of silence can be a pilgrimage in itself. A day of silence can help you listen to the soul play its marvelous lute and drum. Is not most talking a crazed defense of a crumbling fort? Make a regular practice of silence, and you'll find stillness to be a pilgrimage in and of itself. A pilgrimage to where, you may ask? Just like any other holy pilgrimage, it leads to the presence of God, which, if you have learned to see God in everything, you'll know that the most profound presence of God is to be found in the stillness of you. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away on today's silent journey, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. Continue your full body breathing. With every inhale, feel your body rise. With every exhale, feel your body fall. Your only job right now is to lead your body to a deeper level of softness with every exhale. With every exhale, a deeper level of softness than the one before. Of course, your brain is likely to do what a brain does. Think up a whole stream of thoughts. So we don't get better at shutting the brain down. That's not something that's available to us. What we get better at is realizing that we actually don't have to be so engaged with the stream of thought that our brain produces. I think it was either Alan Watts or Wayne Dyer that described this stream of thinking like a waterfall, and finding that behind the waterfall there is an indentation. You can take a step backwards into this space, and you can let the waterfall pass in front of you. Sometimes you'll find that this indentation is a lot bigger than you thought it was. The space is more like a cavern, or sometimes a really interesting system of caves. The main thing is, though, we can take a step away from the thinking and bring our attention to our breath. And every time you find that thought hijacks you, be conscious about returning your attention to your breath. Again and again. If you can do that without a goal, without the goal that this should feel like something specific, then sometimes, without knowing, we simply slip into a quieter space. Continue your full body breathing, and I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. Use the last few breaths of this phase to help your body stretch, adjust, and settle down. As you exhale, roll out your neck muscles, roll out your shoulder muscles, and feel yourself slip into the softness that is you. having softened our bodies into a space of presence, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, the reminder is that finding that space of silence is not about fighting thoughts. It's about discovering that silence exists in the middle of noise, inner noise and outer noise. picture to me always looks like slipping below the surface of a pool. When you slip below the surface of the water, you can still be aware of the people around the pool. You can still actually hear them talking and from down there even see them walking about. But clearly you have slipped into a quieter place. And this is possible for us in any noise, whether it's the noise outside or our thoughts that just won't stop. That beautiful space of stillness exists within all of us, and we can practice how to slip into it. So whenever your thoughts become loud, when you find that in this exercise you get hijacked by thinking, it's not because you're doing it wrong. It's just an invitation to come back to your next breath. Come back to your next breath, hold, and soften back into you again. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. You can have as many easy breaths as you need between your breath holds, but come back to your breath hold again and again. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time a few thoughts from Hafez. He says, start seeing everything as God, but keep it a secret. Become like a man who is awestruck and nourished listening to a golden nightingale sing, while God nests upon its tongue. When a dog runs up to you wagging its ecstatic tail, you lean down and whisper in its ear, "Beloved, I am so glad you are happy to see me. Beloved, I am so glad, so very glad that you have come." Hafez reminds us that everyone is God speaking. Why not be polite and listen to God? We have a few more minutes of silence left. Are you able to find God in everything and everyone? I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. of the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this space of silence to share in together. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that stillness is always available, no matter what the noise outside, and actually also no matter the noise inside. Stillness is always present as well. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that I don't need to try and shut down my thoughts. I don't need to try and fight my brain to get it to quiet down. I can learn how to step out of the waterfall into the hollow space behind it. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the very interesting softness and comfort and relaxation I find in every breath hold. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. When I meditate on my own, it's often very similar to this meditation. It doesn't necessarily feel any different than what every day's meditation here feels like. But sometimes when I meditate on my own, I can't tell you how often this happens because it's not super often. I do find myself disappearing completely. Where to, I don't know. Sometimes there's just nothing there. Sometimes there's a very clear message there. Sometimes it's something like a vivid dream there. It doesn't happen extremely often. But here's what's really interesting to me. Almost always when I slip away to that space, whatever that is, it almost always happens during the breath hold. It's the breath holding portion of the meditation that I feel like if I can relax enough, if I can find enough softness in the breath hold, something slips away. I thought I'd share that with you. Have a beautiful Sunday. Lots of love to all of you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sunmarie. And if you're ready, we'll jump into the week together tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.